Hotness right here. Sit down with the World of Warcraft Classic team designers to explore more of what Season of Discovery 2 has in store for you. We'll take you through the new raid information, dungeon, rune, ability, PvP, and profession updates, and more. With this preview, we want to take a moment to get ahead of the PTR since the previous classic PTR content for the Season of Discovery Phase 2 will not actually be available to play. We also want to help Ashuage? Asush? I don't know how to read, guys. Any incorrect assumptions from data mining that may occur, as the PTR also holds data that could be misleading, is experimental for later phases or even some items that did not make the cut. Okay. Join the classic WoW development team and draw screen for more. Location, Dunmurrow, level 40, raid size 10, 6 bosses. All right, it's even less bosses than phase 1. Yo, what happened? Why is everybody dipping out? Looking for priests, BFD. Okay, we got a mage. Much like Black Fathom Deeps in P2, Gnomeregan will be a 10-player dungeon consisting of 6 bosses, which includes 1 additional new boss. Each of the previous 5 bosses have been redesigned to present new challenges with the raid dungeon. This dungeon will also introduce a new world buff. Okay? There'll be a variety of new items and rewards, with even more epic rewards from additional sources beyond the last 2 bosses of the dungeon. Okay? A variety of new items and rewards, with even more specific epic rewards from additional sources beyond the last 2 bosses of the dungeon. Okay. All right. There will be a new class set to acquire, and quests and rewards adjusted for level 40. Players will be able to undertake a new profession quest chain leading into new materials players can use to craft more powerful items. So just new epics that you can craft, which is cool. As a compromise for both leading edge players and more casual players, the raid dungeon will become available with the season of launch Discovery Phase 2, but there will be 2 lockouts on the normal weekly lockout timer at the start of the phase. This means the first of these raids will occur on February 13th, and the second will occur on February 20th with the regular scheduled maintenance. This will allow for leading edge players to get to level 40 and start their hunt into the new dungeon right away, but also minimize the number of lockouts missed for those who level more slowly. Yes! Yes! Guys! The dungeon's out right away, boys. I'm making the YouTube videos. YouTube guide incoming. We got them. We can pump. We can no life. It's open right away. They did exactly what they said we were going to do, guys. They did exactly what they said. They were going to extend the lockout for a week and open it right away, but make the lockout a week so that people don't miss multiple lockouts. So you can be a casual, but not take away from the world first players. That was the second idea that we had in the chat. I think Forwards Jax was saying that. That's the best compromise, guys. You don't take away from the world first people, but you don't leave out the casual players who don't have time to hit the first lockout. We're going to sweat hard, baby. We are sweating hard. Okay. Boss updates. You will find some changes to the boss areas within the dungeon, affording for new challenges for players to overcome. Here are some of the examples of what you may find within. Grubbus. New radiation vents may just come into play this encounter. Crowd Pummeler 960. This boss has moved to a new part of the dungeon where you encounter on a raised platform before a crowd. That's the Crowd Pummeler with a crowd around him. Okay. Mechaneer Thermoplug now has mechanical suits as part of his arsenal. We have placed a few nods to older items that were previously staples in the dungeon, such as automatic crowd pummeler. Will allow players to pick up just one of these items and reuse it over and over as a quality of life improvement. Great. So crowd pummeler is right here. Let's see, are any of these items giga strong? It looks like they just sort of buffed. Oh, look at these hands, guys. Look at these hands. They put edge masters in the game for maces and fists. For leatherwares. So it looks like they got some edge masters for maces, boys. And okay, a main hand mace. This is strong. Wow, 20 healing. A nice little main hand mace. Radiant ray reflectors. We also have tucked in some fun items into the game. Okay, some transmog bis. Little sunglass transmog bis here. To help players get access to additional pieces that they are having difficulty collecting, there will be some armor piece tokens that dropped, and you can use the tokens to pick up additional set pieces that you might be missing. For example, if your boots have been eluding you, you can use a boot armor token to purchase them from the vendor. Okay. So no more going the entire patch without getting your tier, because you can cash them in with set pieces. Wow, this is a crazy blue post. They literally just dropped all the information on us right here. Season of Discovery 2 also have new skill books added as part of a 5-player dungeon drops from various creatures. These quality of life improvements will not take a rune slot and help address such things as short aura durations for paladin blessings, totem control for shaman, and even part of manipulating combo points for rogues. Yes! Quality of life, guys. We're getting it. We're getting all the quality of life. Everything, boys. This is amazing. Look at this, guys. Teaches you enhanced blessings, totemic projection, and redirecting your combo points as a rogue. Oh my gosh. Finally, we're not going to lose our combo points. Okay, Skyward's going to come on the priest, I think. Rune ability updates. We want to provide everyone with a sneak peek at just some of the new runes that they'll be able to discover as they continue to level up to 40. Paladin runes. Sheath of Light.
Holy shit, this crafted gear
Will cause damage dealt with your melee weapon and increase your spell power. This will also cause your critical heals to apply additional heals over time on the target. Guarded by the Light will cause your melee weapon to restore mana over time. However, the amount healed by Flash of Light, Holy Shock will be reduced by half. Okay, some nice little new Paladin runes right here coming out for healing and dealing damage with your spells. Okay, Hunter runes. Melee Specialist is a passive ability which will reduce the cooldown of Raptor Strike, cause it to trigger instantly, and each of the Raptor Strike has a chance to trigger its cooldown. Has a chance not to trigger its cooldown. Wow. Melee Specialist will also remove the cooldown of Mongoose Bite. Trap Launcher allows you to place traps at any locations within 40 yards and allows you to place your traps while in combat. Additionally, your fire-based and frost-based traps have separate shared cooldowns. Wow, Trap Launcher, huh? So you can drop traps in cooldown while you're melee weaving. This is awesome. Melee Hunter is about to be bis. Warrior runes. Rally Cry now in the game? What? Oh, a raid-wide buff that increases your health? Wow, Rally Cry is in the game now, which can be activated to increase the health. Okay, Blood Surge. Rally Cry is one of the best raid-wide cooldowns for like progression raids and retail. Blood Surge gives you some of your abilities a chance to make your next slam cost no rage. Okay, Heroic Strike, Bloodthirst, Whirlwind have a 30% chance to make your next slam within 15 seconds. Instant and cost no rage. Oh my gosh. Okay, Warriors are going to be insane with Blood Surge. They're going to be proccing slams all the time. I don't know if it's going to cost a global though, so we'll have to see. how that works with the current rotation. Use Shuriken Toss to throw a Shuriken at your enemy, dealing damage to your target up to 4 nearby enemies. Rogues are getting Shuriken Toss. 25% of your attack power. They also strike 4 targets and give a combo point. Master of Sub. Attacks made while stealth and for 6 seconds after breaking stealth cause 10% additional damage. Yeah. Warrior Rune's a little bit lame, I guess, but Rally Cry and Blood Surge are very good, man. Warriors are already really good. Priest Runes. Cast Mind Spike to blast your target with Shadow Frost damage and apply a debuff which increases the critical strike chance of your next Mind Blast on that target. This debuff can stack 3 times.
Mind Spike is fucking broken.
Okay, so
yeah, it is.
You cast 3 Mind Spikes.
I think Master of Subtlety is going to be a problem in PvP.
Yeah, rogues are already popping off with the with the backstabs.
Yeah, it's going to be 10% better. Are you kidding me?
Wow. Okay, so priests are getting more damage and Pain Sup? Bro, Pain Sup is broken, man. Holy crap. Okay, so all these classes are starting to come online. Like, we're basically slowly drifting towards TBC Wrath of the Lich King with Classic here.
Like the biggest
I thought they would add Pain Sup later, honestly.
Pain Sup, wow.
Pain Sup is a massive cooldown for them.
We're getting Rally Cry and Pain Suppression. I mean, talk about now you have to bring a priest. Holy crap.
Yeah, you do.
Warlock Runes with Invocation, when you refresh some of your damage over time effects, while they have less than 6 seconds remaining, instant damage will be dealt to your target.
Although, what the hell is
Affliction? Maybe Affliction, boys? The Affliction Dream might happen? Instant damage will be dealt to your target equal to 1 tick of that spell's periodic damage, so you no longer have to worry about refreshing your dots at the perfect moment. No way. Dance of the Wicked will trigger a buff that increases you and your pet's damage and your pet's dodge chance anytime either of you deal a critical strike on an enemy. You will also gain 2% of your maximum mana when this occurs. You and your demon pet gain dodge chance.
Could be cool at higher levels.
Deal a critical strike and both of you gain 2% match mana. Yeah, because I feel like mana is a bit of an issue right now for warlocks as well as mages. Okay, mages need something. Missile Barrage gives you Arcane Blast, Fireball, and Frost spells a chance to reduce the channel duration of your next arcane missiles by half. Reduce its mana cost to 0 and cause missiles to fire. Dude, Missile Barrage is going to be insane. Wow. Wow. Chronostatic Preservation is a great new spell that allows you to restore some of your arcane. Fire Frost energy for later use. You can only hold this energy for a short amount of time before it combusts and expires. But you can use this energy to heal friendly targets. Okay, so you store arcane and frost energy for later use. And it expires, but you can use the energy to heal friendly target. So we're getting more of a direct heal. That's what mages need. They need damage with mana back and more direct healing. Wow, guys. Yo, classic team. Amazing job so far. Seriously. Maelstrom Weapon. Shamans. Causes damage dealt with melee attacks to have a chance to reduce the cast time of Lightning Bolt, Chain Cast, Lesser Healing Wave. Okay. So this maybe Maelstrom Weapon could be used by like healing shamans and Ellie shamans to try and proc. But this is probably going to be an enhanced shaman thing. They cast time reduction that can stack up to 5 times. Spirit of the Alpha is almost opposite of Blessing of Salvation and casts a 30-minute buff to increase the threat generated. No way. They're getting the opposite. Shamans are getting salve, but it's opposite. You cast salve on the tank and they do more threat instead of less. Okay, I like that actually. That's pretty cool. Spirit of the Alpha. Great name, Blizzard. While some shaman choose to battle with 1 weapon in each hand, others prefer to hand out devastating blows with 2-handed weapons. If dealing damage with a 2-handed weapon is your playstyle, then you will want to pick up 2-handed weapon mastery. Each time you strike an enemy with a 2-handed weapon, you gain 30% attack speed with this weapon for 10 seconds? What? Yo. Guys, two-handed enhanced shamans are going to be cracked. It might be meta. You guys, enhanced shaman might be meta. That's so much. Okay, here's the PvP updates. Beware of the blood moon. Now, this, I believe this information was leaked on my stream, or leaked in a little while ago. Not in my stream, but it was like in a Discord. But let's see. Phase 2 Season of Discovery, we're introducing a new event called Blood Moon. Brings back a bit of mayhem and Stranglethorn Veil, and the Blood Moon will shine above the zone, casting an eerie red fog on the area. Building on what we have learned from Ashenvale PvP in Phase 1, we have created this event to occur on a more predictable timetable so that players can plan for when they're able to take part. Every 3 hours, the duration is 30 minutes in Stranglethorn Veil. Okay, so every 3 hours, guys, this is going to happen. Killing players will earn currency, which can be traded for various awards. So now you don't want to avoid PvP. You actually want to fight people and get kills so you can get the currency. While you can still group up with your allies for the event, the Blood Moon is a harsh mistress and will punish those in raid groups. So ganging up on people in a raid will actually give you a debuff where you don't hit as hard. So that means solo rogues are going to be insanely overpowered. Is that what I'm hearing? Sub rogues are just going to dominate being on their own? Okay. For those who would rather live in peace and harmony within the land, you can opt out of the event by speaking. You can opt out? You don't have to flag for PvP. Is that right? You can just quest and you don't have to be bothered? Am I hearing that, guys? This is amazing. You won't be able to earn any awards from the event if you opt out, and general realm PvP rules will still apply. Unlike the Ashenvale PvP event, there will not be any PvP objectives. In Stranglethorn's event, you will also need to keep an eye out for the chosen Loa, who is more forced to be reckoned with and will kill all in their path. This is so cool. This event in Stranglethorn Veil is going to really change the game. Still boned because PvP server? Well, I was hoping that maybe you didn't have to participate on a PvP server and you could just like go and do your quests. Okay, we got new mounts. A tiger and a raptor. Okay, hold on. If you're looking to spend your currency on new rewards, you will want to seek out the merchant just outside of the Grubashi arena. Players will be able to earn new class-specific item rewards. Okay. Ember Blood Seal. Increase the damage by fire spells. That's for the mage. And then the one-handed mace with the strength agi right here for warrior. Wow, 31 DPS, one-handed strength agi. If you're looking to spend your currency. The Gurubashi arena will... Oh my gosh, guys. You're going to have to PvP. Look how good these items are. Wild growth is the move. There are also 2 non-faction mounts that will be able to require by participating in the event. These level 40 mounts have new appearances. There is also a new quest which will help you earn a Wrathy Basin rep. This event will not have an associated world buff. PvP updates. Oh my gosh, there is so much in this post. Additional adjustments are coming to matchmaking. While we understand it can be frustrating for solo players to match against pre-made groups, we want to be careful about impacting queues. To address this, we are implementing 2 changes. Players in groups of 5 or fewer will have a higher chance to match against groups of 5 or fewer. Likewise, if you're in a group of 6 or more, you will have a higher chance of matching with group 6 or more. This will help aid in matchmaking groups more with pre-made groups and non-pre-made groups and non-pre-made when possible. To account for the potential to create longer queues with this updated matchmaking system, the system will ignore these rules for a period of time should we start seeing these queues impacted. This will then match you with the first available so that you can get in and play without waiting much longer. Okay. Okay. The system will ignore the rules after. Okay, so you won't always get a pre-made, but most of the time you will. That's good. Ashenvale will be moving to a 3-hour timer, as well as with Phase 2, the weekly quest world buff will not apply to players after 39. The weekly quest world buff. You can only get the BFD buff until you're level 39. It will not work on you if you're level 40. So it's BFD buffs to 39, and then it's Gnomeregan buffs after that. Yes, okay. All right, yo, this is sick, guys. Profession updates. After the positive reception to professions in Phase 1, we are building and expanding for Phase 2. Players will be able to discover approximately 20 new recipes across all non-gather professions. This includes recipes for alchemy, enchanting, engineering, leatherworking, tailoring, blacksmithing, blah, blah, blah. Professions are going to be capped at 225, and in Phase 2, professions will open later in discovery for Phase 3. Just like Phase 1, players will be able to undertake an epic quest chain to unlock access. No spoilers. Got to figure it out yourself, guys. Recipes will also include some new materials that players will be able to find throughout the game and trade with others to get the items they need to craft their new wares. Here are some of the recipes you'll find. Let's see this. Leatherworking. You can make mail. It gives you a chance to hit with spells and ranged attacks. Okay. Engage the radiation mitigation protocols, removing all active poison effects, and gain immunity to nature damage for 3 seconds. Nice. That's really nice. Okay, cloth, tailoring headpiece, 22 DPS, 4 MP5, harness latent arcane energy in the air to give you a charge inspiration, reducing the mana cost of all spells and increasing the damage and healing done by 50. Wow. That is really good, guys. Mage might be busted now. If Mage might be busted, guys. If we're not struggling for mana, this is going to be amazing. Okay, blacksmithing. Also getting a headpiece. Oh, these are all headpieces. Increases the damage done by magical spells and effects for plate. For plate? I guess this is a paladin item. Reflective True Silver Barrage. Gain reinforced whipboard, preventing silence, interrupt effects, and spell pushbacks. I guess it's a healing item. Alchemists and enchanters will find a couple of new recipes which can bring more utility and throughput to their own gameplay, rather than things they can sell and use to make gold. Okay, so alchemists and enchanters finally have incentive to actually do the profession, because they're going to get like retail style profession specific items. Okay, what does this do? Teaches you how to conjure a sigil of innovation. Gain an enchanted sigil of innovation, empowering you to deal up to 20 increased damage and healing with spells. This can be applied outside of combat with a 30-minute cooldown. Okay. This is cool. You get like these one-time use things. I'm not sure how these are going to work. Essentially, no more GDKP runs. Okay, I can't look. Hold on. I can't look. Okay, hold on. What's the next item? Alchemy restores 262 to 438 mana and 34 to 46 health. Okay, so it's like a nice mana back battery type of thing. Also increases attack power by 40 and damage done by spells. Okay. Guys, no more we are experimenting with the new policy, which will no longer allow GDKPs in Season of Discovery. While we understand that there are some benefits for those who find it's a convenient way to gain gear, we also recognize there are concerns surrounding the erosion of traditional guild and social structures that are part of the spirit of Season of Discovery. Given the experimental nature of Season of Discovery, we want to try things without this type of transaction taking place in this game mode. While we launch on February 8th, we will be restricting this activity. We will have more information to share on our channel and we'll be monitoring feedback closely. This is why I got banned. I had to have gotten banned from GDKP then. Guys, do not do GDKPs. It's over with, boys. It's not too late to join the Season of Discovery. For players looking to catch up with their friends above level 25, we'll be implementing a 50% experience buff between levels 1 and 25. Players will see an increase in experience gain with the Black Fathom Deeps raid dungeon when it's cleared. The raid will still continue to run with the current lockout timer, and players will no longer gain the world buff beyond 39. However, waylaid supplies will also see an adjustment. We'll share more later, but there will be a significant increase in experience gained from them on turn-in. Thank you for reading and watching. We look forward to joining you in the challenges ahead when Phase 2 goes live February 8th at 1 p.m. Guys, I have never read a better Wowhead post in my entire life. Can we get some claps in the chat or something, like some Al Gangs? That was dope, okay? Yo, I knew saving my boxes was worth it. Yo, Blizzard. Yo, everyone is going to come back. When they read this post, guys, everyone is going to come back and play P2, man. That is sick. Sound alerts are a bit delayed right now. But, dude, there's so much to unpack in this thing. Is anybody excited for this? Holy crap. Let me go to sound alerts real quick. I don't even there's so much I'm excited about, guys. I'm like a kid at Christmas right now. This post is legendary. Absolutely legendary. Wow, man. That is crazy cool, boys. Let me log into my sound alerts thing and figure out if there's something I can do about it. I don't really know what's going on with it, guys. I think the sound alert site might be down for a minute. All right. What tune are we leveling for? We're going mage. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling like after seeing this, guys, and seeing the talents, I feel like Shadow Priest might come online. The fact that priests also have pain suppression, like a Shadow Priest could be running pain suppression possibly. That gives them more viability. Rogues now have Shuriken Toss. Hopefully that'll do some damage. Some AoE damage for rogues. I don't really know what to think about the Paladin runes per se. Warriors are still going to be good. They're now getting an additional on-use proc with Blood Surge, which they already have an on-use proc. Did they even say anything about druids in here? They didn't put any druid runes in here. Yeah, I guess what I'm guessing, you guys, is they're just showing you a few things that are coming, right? Refresh. Okay. Here it is. I had to refresh. Eclipse is a player favorite ability from future expansions. We brought back to Season of Discovery. Eclipse will increase the critical strike chance for your next Wrath abilities, and Wrath increases the chance of your next Starfire by 30%. Ooh, Lunar Eclipse. King of the Jungle fundamentally changes your Tiger's Fury by increasing all physical damage you deal by 15%, as well as instantly granting you 60 energy. As a trade-off, Tiger's Fury now has a 30-second cooldown. Yo, King of the Jungle looks hot, man. King of the Jungle's looking hot. Boomy's looking hot. Mage is looking good. Shadow Priest is looking good. Enhanced Shaman is looking crazy. I don't know what to think, boys. This is going to be a sick patch. Everything is looking good. Two-handed Enhanced Shaman with Maelstrom Weapon. What? Guys, Spirit of the Alpha... You're going to have a shaman in the group to juice your healer. You'll probably want this maybe on I don't know if a tank would probably take this, or if a healing shaman would take this to juice up the healer, to juice up the tank. You'll probably want a resto shaman in your group now because of Spirit of the Alpha, because if it's going to take a rune slot, and you probably don't want the tank to take up that rune slot. You probably want the tank to be running something else. Everyone is BIS, guys. Every single person is BIS now. This is crazy. Holy crap. Every single clash just looks good, man. Sheesh, boys. Okay. Okay, guys. They gave us everything that we wanted and more, guys. You can't even say that this is bad. Even the Warriors who maybe arguably got maybe the least amount of stuff, but we don't know. The guys, this is probably just a sneak peek. I don't even think this is just like everything. You know what I mean? Like there could be more runes that they're not gonna talk about. You never really know. You know what I mean?